Well, thousands of people across the country took to the streets to rally for Day Without Childcare, the mission for the annual event, Universal Childcare. Thanks for staying with us at 10:30. I'm Brent Harden. Here at home, community leaders and families gathered in Waterbury to demand action for every child and their provider. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi was there and has more on the story.
Yeah, parents and providers joined the cause to ask state leaders to listen to their needs to help fund an additional $30 million to help thousands of kids statewide.
We are essential. We are essential.
Parents, childcare providers, and advocates with childcare change makers gathered for National Day Without Childcare movement in Waterbury Monday.
We don't have parents have to choose between working and staying at home.
Urging officials to approve an additional $30 million in funding aimed at supporting thousands of children and childcare providers statewide.
Providers need to make a decent living, a decent wage, so we can be able to provide care for these kids that's coming in the system.
Childcare provider Tashiana O'Connor says the recent rising cost of childcare and limited access to services continue to place a major financial burden on working families.
Providers are doing Ubers, right? Providers are now sitting there like, okay, should I do this? They decide and they leave in the field. A lot of providers, a lot of centers, a lot of family childcare homes have been closed down.
O'Connor says national childcare currently receives $320 million every year, but both inflation and additional expenses are forcing providers to rely on side jobs, impacting children's development. O'Connor says requesting that additional $30 million will help ease the burden for now.
Which is the new early start. But yes, that's for the early start, but that's still not for Care for Kids. Those people that are not qualified for the early start, that's when Care for Kids comes in. And that's when Care for Kids help them to say, okay, you know what? We pick up those pieces, right? And early start only pay for 10 months. What about that 2 extra months that children don't have? What they got to do? Come out their pocket? It's not fair.
Parent of 3 and working parent Carlene Obot says she joined the cause because she understands the crucial need for childcare.
It's essential like food and water, to be honest with you, because it's unsustainable for one person to do all those domains and areas by themselves. Sometimes we do get blessed and we have someone that can help in those moments, but their bursts and not consistent. I still have to be the consistent person that they see and can come to for all their needs.
Currently about 2,000 to 3,000 parents who are on the waiting list. Providers are making less than minimum wage. Providers are dying because they don't have health insurance. Providers are going to food pantries, right? They just give how many millions, and how much of that going to Care for Kids? Zero.
Now, organizers say they're hoping to hear back from state leaders and help make a change. In Waterbury, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.